Uh, Welcome everyone. Another episode for online courses. So this is LMS by Government of Karnataka, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. Uh, the subject is engineering graphics, and we are in module 1, Introduction to Computer Sketching, and session 2. Uh, you know that the first year student have to go through this course compulsorily, so whichever the department you belong. And in the last class we learnt how to use instruments, and then what is the concept of uh, perspective projection or the orthographic projection. So and from perspective to we moved on to orthographic, so which is essential requirement of the engineer. And we have understood how the observer is located at infinite position. These are all imaginary, and then what we get is the true shape and true size of the object in question. And of course we also try, manually we learn to draw the basic elements, the lines, so different kinds of lines, and then how to use different types of lines. Of course how to be familiar with all the instrument, engineering instrument, what we are supposed to use, along with the medium, the paper, of course. So another medium is the computer. So here the software enables us to deliver the same thing. Then that is the wonderful nature of the computers. Of course, so you know that the computers invade all of our life, every sphere of life. We can see computers being invaded by. So we cannot be there without using any computer. So education system is the most explored one with the help of the computers. So yeah, on this pandemic, you know that how computers are helping to work from home or learn from home, or wherever on the go, so you can learn everything. So this is exactly what we are learning in this session. The session 2 is the Solid Edge software, which is by Siemens Technology, which is a very popular company which deals with both hardware and software. And it's a free software, so it's a 2D drafting. Of course 3D drafting is the paid version. We are not using that because for first year student this is more than sufficient. So how to use, you just go to Google and then search for Solid Edge software, free 2D software, and then you get the link and then download. I hope you are all familiar with that. So most of you definitely will be familiar, and then try to install. Of course you cannot download without registering yourself as a user. And once you are done with that, then you will be able to install. So what we have done here, we have installed software, the Solid Edge software, so on a Windows system. So this is not available on a Linux or some other platform. Probably, most likely, is not available. So it is Windows based software. So once you run this software, what you get is what you see here. So this is the first screen that Solid Edge provides. So you will see the enormous amount of time saving is done. So because manually, though it is an essential quality of an engineer, but when you start using the CAD, you will realize that oh, I can do everything in CAD without having getting into manual. No, that is not the correct way of understanding it. But you should have that capability. It is like how to ride a bicycle will definitely enable you to ride any two wheeler. So that is the kind of understanding you should have. Without having a balance in a two wheeler like bicycle, you will never be able to ride a bike, so or even a scooter. So that is why you should be able to understand the basic the requirement in engineering. So fundamentals are very very important to whatever the extent you go in the domain. So this is the first screen, and here if you press Control N or simply take new, then automatically you will be getting into the next screen. So where you will be provided with some drawing sheet, and that is by default A2 size, which we are not interested. So that is why we have to set up the sheet. So on the sheet 1, you can see the top left picture. So there is sheet 1, and I have right clicked here, and then there is an option called sheet setup. Anyway, I will show you this exactly how to do with the CAD. So in the lab, or probably I will make another session to make you understand this. And once you go that, you will get a dialog box wherein you can select the size of the sheet, and you can also give a name to the sheet, as well as you can change the background. Background means here the title block and the border, but we are not interested in this because we want more space to draw something. So you select from the drop down list, which is for standard sizes A4 wide. So that is landscape mode, and don't change anything else. Leave it as it is, like scale or scale value, etc., and click on OK. Before you click on OK, you move on to the name, and if you want to change the name, you can change the name. Otherwise, you can go to another tab called background. So here you know that show background is turned off. So there was a tick earlier, now I have actually turned it off. And then once you are done with your settings, so that is the sheet setup. So if you click OK, so what you get is this blank sheet. What we want is the A4 size blank, which is a landscape mode. So this is the setup every time you want to draw something, because it will be uniform throughout the course. So whatever the projections you will be doing, whether it is points, lines, or planes, or solids, or even isometric, we will be using the same thing. Of course, there we need grid. Anyway, we'll come to later that. So this is the setup, and this is the fundamental setup. When you press Ctrl S, you can even note down while talking. So I mean, when I indicate Ctrl S or Ctrl N, you must understand that all those shortcuts, by pressing Ctrl key along with holding down Ctrl key, you have to press N or you have to press S for saving, like that. So once you do that, it will give you a dialog box wherein you can enter a particular name for the current file you are creating. So normally it will be having an extension called .dft, drafting. So nothing but a drawing. Of course, AutoCAD will have a different extension called .dwg. So you must be able to understand these things, because these are the fundamental thing when you deal with computers. So the extensions are very important. Only .dft is the file type. Of course, you can also port it to another type, which we are right now not interested. So now coming to the entire user screen. So this user interface that is provided by the software. So we'll have this particular the ribbon bar along with the menus. There are lot of menus which we call as home, and then tables, inspect, tools, view, etc. But home is more than sufficient for us. We use whatever we use as command. So you see simply here, there is a line command, there is a circle command, there is an arc command, there is an eraser command, there is a trim command. So many commands are available, and they are all grouped. So as per the functionality they provide. So draw, and then probably the relate, the relationship. So it is a wonderful technology what we find as a software, because software can enhance so much of your the working nature of your nature in your life. So you see here relate. What is to relate? So you will come there. I will explain what is the relationship that you are building up, or whatever the relation that assumes when you draw something. And then there is what is called as IntelliSketch. The entire software is based on intelligence behind the scene. It is already built in. This is not AI. This is a basic fundamental intelligence already available. Nothing to do with artificial intelligence. Anyway, dimensioning is there, and then annotation, how to note something, how to mark something using text, symbols, etc. So these are all wonderful commands that are available in a single ribbon bar called home. Okay. So if you select, so there is another, the second toolbar is called as the context sensitive bar. What do you mean by context sensitive bar? When you select something, it will change. So that means based on the item you click or item you have selected. So it will assume its the options. It will give you a lot of functionality. You know that dealing with a line, for example, if you click, so then the third one indicates dealing with a line. When I have selected a line, of course, this will practically I will show you in a lab or probably the another session. Don't worry about that. Whether the line is visible or something else, you can decide. Of course, everything has to be visible. And then you can set the color, you can set the type of the line, you can also set the width factor of the line. The whatever we call as thin and thick line, so will actually come from this item. This is the parameter that we have to set in. And similarly, if it is a polyline, how to do that? If it is a single line, what to do that? And then what is the length of the line and what is the angle of the line at which we are drawing? Of course, when you see a blank page, don't assume yourself that it's a blank page, nothing else is there. So it is actually behind the scene, there is a mathematical coordinate system. So like a rectangular coordinate system or a polar coordinate system, which will be active in the software when you invoke, when you start drawing, it assumes most likely this will be because length and angle will indicate the polar coordinate system. And of course, you can put a point anywhere. That assumes the rectangular coordinate system in absolute, which is also popularly can be termed as absolute coordinate system. Of course, there is a relative. You can use any kind of system, whether you want to use absolute or relative or polar, etc. So I will tell you when I start creating the geometrical entities. So using these commands, these commands actually replace the physical instruments in the real world. So how wonderful it is it not? So you can see a lot of the section about the draw. You can see that portion I have actually separated out. So you can see line command, rectangle command, circle command. Of course, there are various ways of drawing everything here. And then the arc command, the spline, and chamfering and filleting, that is rounding off or creating a blunt surface. So everything you can do here, trimming, and then probably cutting a particular portion of it, and then of course offsetting, that is duplicating at a parallel distance, and then moving the entity or mirroring the entity, and then filling with something. So many options this particular software will give you. So it will be really beautiful to use this. Of course, you can enjoy. Other than that, it is free. You can imagine, you can experiment with it. Of course, the relationship section indicates the relationship that is obviously when you create any entity, it comes with a relationship. When somebody is born in family, so a relationship you are not going to give. It is already built into it. So that means if you have a baby, probably a son or a daughter, then that baby will assume a relationship with you as a parent. So that means it will be a son or probably a daughter to you in relationship. But when it gets when grows it grows up and then gets married, probably it assumes some other relationship with somebody else. Or if there is already an elderly child, so then it becomes a sister or a brother, like that. So similarly, all the entities what you draw, so where some other entities are already there in the domain, so then it will have a relationship with that. So that is the kind of analogy I would like to give. Anyway, so the IntelliSketch is another wonderful usage where when you want to access a particular point on the entities, whether you want to access the end point or the midpoint or any point on the curve or a line, or you want to pick up an intersecting point or the center of the circle or parallel to existing entity or being perpendicular or extended portion or a tangential line, like that. So many, the help is given to draw what you want. So with ease, that is the nature of the software. And then of course dimensioning is another very important aspect. Nobody should neglect this particular kind of section, because so it is very standard to use a particular dimensioning system. So, of course, annotation is for us or to communicate something about the views or about the drawing. So, construction of various geometrical entities will be done in the next course probably or next session. So I think for that this session it is I think it is time up. Thank you one and all for attending this online course provided by LMS of Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. I also thank the authorities from my college as well as the department uh, for providing me this opportunity to share my knowledge with you all guys. Thank you and thank you one and all.